Media stories of tap water laced with pollutants and impurities have convinced millions that the healthier, better tasting choice comes in a bottle. 25% of America's brands are purified municipal water. The majority are drawn from natural springs. What precisely is a spring? Camp Holly Springs in Richmond, Virginia, serving the region since 1923, is an ideal place to clue you in.
This is the surface expression of Camp Holly Springs. This is very similar to probably 99% of the springs that people actually see. What happens is that precipitation, rainfall, is falling to the highlands behind us. It moves through the soil into the underlying aquifer and becomes groundwater. Now, 2-3 years later, it is discharged.
The crucial spot where the water actually breaks through the surface lies farther uphill, sealed in an enclosure called the spring house.
The main purpose between the spring house and containing the spring is to keep any sort of surface contaminants out of the spring, the groundwater itself. It keeps surface water out through rain or runoff. It keeps people from being able to introduce contaminants, because really the water never sees the light of day before it's put into that bottle.
Camp Holly's owners don't pump the water directly from the aquifer. Gravity carries the water from the seepage point through a pipe to a pump house. Such a method avoids any possibility of disturbing the spring's natural flow.
The water enters through this pipe and flows under its own power to our holding tank, which has a capacity of 500 gallons. From the holding tank, we pump through a quarter-mile pipeline to our production facility using a 7.5 horsepower pump. When we're not pumping to the production facility, you can see the overflow pipe and the natural flow of the spring. At this point, we have pristine water with 32 parts per million total dissolved solids.
Outside the company's production facility, the spring water collects in a 14,000-gallon tank. From there, pumps convey it to the top of a 47-foot tower to begin a sterilization process using ozone. Ozone, an unstable form of oxygen, is a powerful oxidizing agent that destroys any microorganism it may contact.
As the water descends from the top of the ozone mixing column, we inject a mixture of ozone gas and water at the base of the column. The ozone being a gas, it tries to ascend the column as the water is descending. This creates a mixture of the two for contact time of over 9 minutes. The ozone sterilizes the water. From this point, the water enters the production facility into our filler-to-fill bottles.
Part of bottled spring water's allure is that no two springs, or the waters drawn from them, are exactly alike.